Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a stud conversion kit to the M340i, so it makes it easy to get the wheels on and off. So what is a stud conversion kit? It is fitting these. It's almost like a reverse bolt, nut and bolt. So basically you put this into your hub. Let me show you. So this bit, the short bit, sits into your hub and it's always protruding like that, so it makes it easy to put your wheel on because you're just lining it up with the 5, and then you just have this hollow nut that goes all the way down. So this is obviously what your normal wheel bolt looks like, and it's also been replaced with these. So it's similar weight. I'll probably add in a little bit more weight. Now the great thing about these is you can add spacers, and obviously hold the spacers on so you don't have to worry about spacers falling off when you take your wheel off, because the spacer obviously stays sat on these. And then you're going from these smaller bolts, which I don't know weight wise, I'd say they were about the same, because although that's smaller, it's got a lot more metal here, because obviously this is obviously a hollow piece. So all you simply do is take your wheel off, put some blue thread lock on here, tighten that into 20 Newton meters. So these are the Berger Motorsports conversion kits, and then the actual lug nut itself you do up to 140 Newton meters of torque. So a pretty straightforward upgrade. I've stayed with steel because I've heard mixed things about going with titanium, either titanium lug nuts or the actual titanium. I don't know what these are classed as. I'm just calling it like a spindle, just for ease, a threaded spindle. Probably not the technical term. So I've heard of people, you know, having problems with cracking between titanium and steel, and also you can get titanium spindles and nuts, but they were, I think, 450 quid. And again, people seem to say titanium's not really that trustworthy. So I'm going to show you how to put these on. It's very, very simple. I don't really think anyone needs an instruction video, but I'll kind of do it anyway, show you, put it on the car and show you what it looks like versus these normal nuts where you got the solid piece at the back. This is what they look like. So one thing I didn't mention, when you screw this in, there's an Allen key head at that side. It's a 5mm, and yeah, basically you put Allen key in with a Torx wrench to do that up into the hub. Right, I'm going to get cracked on, get the car jacked up, and then kind of show you going through the conversion. Oh my lord, just stay. Right. I don't know if you can read that because this camera is obviously not good for close-ups, but it's 387 grams for 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts and a locking wheel nut. So there's another one I've dropped because it felt like Skittles or marbles everywhere. Right, okay, so what was that? 387. So if you did want to know the weight of the bolts, if you are looking to shave weight, I don't think it's of shave weight, but it'd be interesting to see how much weight they actually add to the rotating hub. So I zeroed out the weight of the box I'm using. I just don't want to get crud and crap on the kitchen scale. So it's 387 grams for 4 bolts and a locking wheel nut. And let's just take them off without dropping them all over the floor. This is the second time I've done this video because these things decided to roll everywhere. Right, now let's get the 5. I'm gonna have the same issue with these. It's such a fun balancing act. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so for a stud conversion kit per wheel, you know, what was it, from 387 to 502 grams. So yes, stud conversion kit is heavier. Marginally, I'll work out the grammage. It was about 120 grams. I don't know if that's anywhere near. So there we go. I've just got the car on the jack. All I've done is broken off the nuts, as you do. These are really good. So this is another Berger Motorsport tool. It's a 17mm, so it's anti-marring, so you want to look after your wheels. I mean, you can tape off a normal socket, but I wanted a deep socket because I need one for doing these type of bolts anyway. Obviously the type I've gone for. So let's just break these off, as you do. And then once they're loose, which they are, then you want to jack the car up. So just my trusty old 30-year-old jack here. You just need to jack it up so it's off the floor. I don't know if you've ever noticed when you jack a wheel up and you get it so it's off the floor, once you've taken the wheel off and then you go to get it back on again, it needs jacking up higher. I've never understood why that happens. So here you can see my trusty little jack. So just until the wheel's off the floor. If you take off the floor first, as bolts it can be a bit hard to undo. Now all you simply want to do is get some Loctite, put the tiniest bead up there. That's all you need. So I'll show you putting one nut in. And then what you want to do is make sure you've got a torque wrench. I've got an electronic one for this because electronic ones are awesome. So that's set to, should be, oops, just pressing a button, 20 Newton meters. So take a lug nut and the freshly covered in Loctite bit, and then all you're going to do is simply pick a screw hole, any screw hole, screw that in. And what we're going to do is we're going to obviously torque that up until it beeps. So like I said, 5mm Allen key in the end, and then we're just going to go until we get the beep. So as you can see, it's got a separating, right, there we go. See, sometimes it'll rotate, so you might have to, I can't really do this with the camera, let's see if I can do it. So hold that and turn until I get that good old beep. So the front wheels, because there's no electronic handbrake on the front, there we go, get the beep, and now it gets as simple as that. So all you do is you do that 5 times, and then when you come to, after you put the wheel on, you just lug nut it on that way, and that means it's so much easier to get your wheel on and off because it always stays on. There we go. When we've got all 5 on, it'll end up looking like that. So all nicely torqued up to 20 Newton meters, and then the wheel can just slide on and off a lot more easy. And I've got the bolts to put on. So I'm just going on to the other side. I've already done the front at the other side. So this is what it looks like when they're attached and they're in. So there you go. So that's how they look when they're on this setup. The wheel on now. I've also checked the wheel over, checked the tyres. Good thing to do is just check your tyres and wheels over when you take them off. Just a bit of maintenance, check how they're wearing. And then yeah, it's now time to get this bad boy all put back on again and torqued up. So it's 140 Newton meters on these bad boys. You need to make sure you have a deep socket because obviously you need to be able to reach all the way down there like I've got from Berger. So anyway, thanks for watching my video. Again, very basic video. If you're looking at doing this kind of upgrade, feel free to buy the kit. Berger do it, others do it. Pretty cost effective way of just making it easy to take your wheels on and off if it's going to be something you're going to be doing quite often. Well, thank you very much for watching and take care.